Hey guys, welcome back to Living the Low Carb Life with Corey. Today's video, I'm going to be making a giant stuffed cheeseburger. You heard that correct. And it includes bacon, so it's going to be pretty good. So have a look and see how this giant cheeseburger comes together.
Okay, so first things first, we're going to start with our bacon. So this bacon is really good. It has 2 grams of carbs per 2 slices. You can find lower carb bacon out there. This is just one that we happen to have in the house. So we're going to do a really simple basket weave with this bacon. And I say that it's simple, but as you'll see, it takes a little bit of time to do. So you're going to want to make sure that you preheat your oven to 425 degrees. And then we're going to pop this in for about 25 minutes. So while that is cooking away, we're going to start making our ground beef mixture. So we're going to take about 1 pound of ground beef, 2 eggs, some pork rinds, and some salt and pepper. Super, super easy. Once all your ingredients are in that bowl, we're going to start mixing it up. So I started off using a fork, but I quickly realized that just like meatballs and other hamburgers that I've made, it's a whole lot easier to just go ahead and use your hands. A quick chill in the fridge while you're waiting for your bacon always helps your ground beef hold together when you're forming your giant cheeseburger. Alright, so now we're going to lay out 2 pieces of parchment paper, take our chilled ground beef mixture, and split it in half. We're going to put 1/2 on each piece of parchment paper and roll it out so that it's like a big circle. I've had my sous chef, aka my husband, shred some old cheddar cheese, some mozzarella cheese, and some nice Parmesan petals. So we're going to go ahead and load up some of that onto one of the nice flattened patties we've made. And then we're going to add our nice, beautifully cooked bacon lattice, we'll call it, and then top it off with the rest of the shredded cheese. So this part is a little dicey. You've got to really carefully flip on that second patty onto the bacon cheese mixture on the first patty. Then what you want to do is take all those little edges and kind of seal them together so that nothing oozes out when you're frying it. I don't know, I feel like this recipe has a lot of risky moves. This being another. You have to just take that double patty burger stuffed thing and just flip it onto your pan and kind of hope for the best.
So this recipe may be a fail because as you can see, my pan just cracked. So we are going to attempt to transfer it to a different pan.
Don't worry, you can come back from that. Made a pretty good recovery and finally flip this thing. And it's done. And surprisingly, it's still in one piece. So typically when we have hamburgers, we serve them on a lettuce bun rather than a regular bun to save the carbs. We've done the same thing with this giant mess of a cheeseburger.
Well, that recipe didn't go quite as I had planned, but it made for an eventful evening, I guess. It was really, really tasty. I'm glad that we tried it. However, I think next time we will just stick to our usual hamburger recipe because it's a lot easier and a lot less chaos and still just as tasty. So overall review, I'm going to give it like a 6 out of 10. Flavor was there, but it was a lot of prep. The flipping was an issue. Cracked pan was an issue. Probably not one of my best performances. So let's do a quick carb count on this massive burger. I'm going to divvy it up into 4 portions, seeing as though my husband and I each had 1/4 of the giant cheeseburger, which now that I'm hearing it sounds like a lot. All right, so let's give those pork rinds, we'll do 1 carb. And this is for the whole recipe. So we'll divide it by 4 at the end. So 1 carb for the pork rinds, 2 carbs for the eggs. What else did we have in there? Salt and pepper is nothing. Ground beef is nothing. Bacon. So they were 2 grams per 2 slices. So how many slices were in that thing? 5, I think 10. So 23 grams of carbs. So let's do 23 divided by 4 is, what is that, 8, 7.5, 8 grams of carbs per slice. And like I said, we sliced it into 4. But then I also put toppings on it. So I used a aioli, which was only about 1 gram of carbs, mustard, which is 0, and I did a little bit of salsa on it as well. So let's say that's 1 gram of carbs. So 7, 8, 9, about 10 grams of carbs for that single serving that I had of that giant cheeseburger. If you enjoyed watching this hot mess express tonight, make sure you go ahead and like this video. And as always, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Living the Low Carb Life with Corey. I assure you, usually my videos are a little more put together, and usually the recipe actually turns out. So stay tuned for more videos. Maybe there will be some more fails. Let's be honest, there will likely be some more fails, but I will help you along with your low carb journey. Thanks for watching.